Good afternoon. It's McCall's Flask, and I'm on location. I'm a little south of Traverse City at Brewery Terra Firma, and we're going to start off sitting out here on the deck, and we've got one of their super strong beers. It is their Soul Butter Imperial IPA. It comes out at 13%. Matter of fact, it says you can only have two. So we've got that today. We're going to give this a try. And then also what brought me to Terra Firma is they just put on Cask, an IPA, and we haven't really talked about Cask much. So we'll move inside. We'll have them pour us a nice little Cask beer. But first we're going to have this Imperial IPA. Nice big brownish color. Terra Firma is, they've got about 6 to 10 acres out here, and they grow their own hops. If they have anything that's got honey in it, it comes right off the farm right here. A nice little brewery. John Niedermeyer started this up. He used to work for the Travers Brewing Company back when that was up and running, and he had an opportunity to do his own thing, and we like what he makes, like what he does, and he also had an opportunity. We evaluated Manitou, which is one of the original recipes from Travers Brewing Company. He brought it with him over here, and it's one of their top sellers. So let's do it. Let's get this Imperial IPA. Let's get this going for us. All right, so I'm getting a nice little sweetness. All right, my head is kind of small because I had her pour this while I was setting up, so it's had a chance to fall. The head is kind of more of a darker cream, and let's take it to lips and see what we get. The alcohol is very dominant, which it should be at 13%. The hops got a little bit of a citrus, so I didn't ask John what hops he had in it, probably Mosaic. They do grow their own hops back here as well. They do outsource hops as well, but it's nice when they get their own hops from the backyard back here. The maltiness is very dominant as well. Nice maltiness. It's not overly sweet. It's definitely a hophead's beer. Being an Imperial, I can see why they only want you to only have two. But very drinkable. My mouth is pretty dry, and I'm going to say that's kind of a blend from the hops that they're using and also the high alcohol content. I'm sitting out here, that's the top to the fire pit when they have a fire going. There's the pit. They've got seating out in the back, which you can see in the back there, a few tents. I'm a little early, so there's nobody enjoying this outside area right now. So, John, good job. Great Imperial IPA. Alrighty, we've moved inside of Terra Firma, and we're getting ready to enjoy the Cask. You can see the tap handle right here. Let's do this. You can see the tap handle, and when you see that in any brew pub, it means they've got something in the cask. And casks are an old traditional. They're very they do it a lot over in Great Britain. Before we had the ability to have refrigeration, and we'd put our beer in the refrigerator and cool it down and all that, they would take kegs to the various brew pubs, and they would tap it, and you'd get a more natural style of beer. It's usually warmer, and it has a little bit of yeast in it, so it'll ferment a little bit more, and that's where you get the natural carbonation from the cask. It's something that we're always excited. Not every brew pub is going to have a cask ale. So we have Hannah here. She's going to pour us one, and we'll get a chance to watch how she does this here. So they take the glass up, and they actually pour the handle, and you'll see it entering the glass. It's a little slower. and it's hand pulled from the cask up into the glass itself. And it's a more traditional style, as we see. And this is their dry hopped Lizard King 6.7%. Very typical of a cask. There's very little head on this. Very little head. Nice, big, dark, almost black, good color. The head is completely gone. All right, so let's see what kind of smell we get. Ooh, I'm getting a little bit of a sweetness. I'm getting a little bit of roastness just from the smell. So let's take it to the lips and see what we get. Oh, perfect. Nice dark roast. The hops are not overpowering, but they're there. My mouth is drying out. I can taste the alcohol. Malt is a very dominant, so I'm getting a little sweetness from the malt. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful beer. All right. Perfect temperature for a cask. If you're out in a brewery, you see one of these kind of tap handles here, say, hey, what's on cask? Find out what it is. Enjoy good cask ale. You may have to be an acquired taste, especially if you're used to drinking your beers a little colder and you want this at a nice warmer temperature. So enjoy a good cask ale. If you're going to have a beer, have a good one.